Without your smile, the world cannot be saved. This is another golden moment in A Course in Miracles. I've just chosen this one because I think it's a great quote. It's something to remember. And the connected quote to remember is, God's will for you is perfect happiness. And this is from workbook lesson 100. I'm going to read just a little bit of it. You can read the rest. I'll include the whole lesson in the description. Here's just a few paragraphs, and then maybe we'll talk a little bit about it. And this lesson is, my part is essential to God's plan for salvation. Paragraph 1, just as God's Son completes his Father, so your part in it completes your Father's plan. Salvation must reverse the mad belief in separate thoughts and separate bodies, which lead separate lives and go their separate ways. One function shared by separate minds unites them in one purpose, for each one of them is equally essential to them all. Paragraph 2, God's will for you is perfect happiness. Why should you choose to go against his will? The part that he has saved for you to take in working out his plan is given you that you might be restored to what he wills. This part is as essential to his plan as to your happiness. Your joy must be complete to let his plan be understood by those to whom he sends you. They will see their function in your shining face and hear God calling to them in your happy laugh. Paragraph 3. You are indeed essential to God's plan. Without your joy, his joy is incomplete. Without your smile, the world cannot be saved. While you are sad, the light that God himself appointed as the means to save the world is dim and lusterless, and no one laughs because all laughter can but echo yours. This reminds me of, when the Beatles, it's kind of funny that I just thought of this, the song, Dear Prudence, right? Beatles in India, they had a young woman with them named Prudence. I don't know the whole story, but she got very depressed and she locked herself in her room, and the Beatles were like singing to her outside their door to cheer her up. Dear Prudence, come out, won't you come out? And we're all like that, right? We get down on life, we get depressed, we get sad. It's on a spectrum. Some people can get very depressed, very down on everything, or down on themselves, want to kill themselves, whatever it is. I'm sure we all know this, right? We've all been there. I myself went through a very difficult time as a teenager into my 20s, where I didn't even realize how dark I was, in my mind. But I really was like this. I really needed the Course, and I was searching for something like the Course, right? I think the thing to recognize is that the Course is trying to get you to the place where you are established in the state of joy, right? Your true state of joy, your true state of happiness. When you are not there, there's something amiss, right? Like Prudence, right? It's why the Beatles were gathered to try to help her. If your joy is not there, if your joy is not established, if your happiness is not in place, then there's something amiss in the universe that needs to be corrected. And you are the one that needs to correct that. You're the only one that really can correct that. This Course can help, but really you have to make the choice, right? You have to say, I'm doing this, right? I'm not turning back now. I'm full speed ahead, right? I'm going there. So without your smile, the world cannot be saved. It's something very, very important, very essential just to keep in mind. In reality, everything, according to what Jesus is saying elsewhere in the Course, the atonement principle, it's the main principle of the Course that keeps getting repeated over and over. Jesus keeps repeating it over and over. God is perfect love. God has never changed. God could never change. God does not get unhappy. God is not really disturbed by anything here. So if you're not smiling, God is still perfect love, and that perfect love is waiting for you. But it's a beautiful idea that in some way God is off too when you are not smiling, when you are not happy, when you are not in your joy, when you're not hearing the song, right? When you're not experiencing the song of love, the song of prayer, right, which we talked about in a previous recent video. So keep smiling, Doc, as Bugs Bunny said. Keep smiling. But it's got to come from an authentic place, and that really comes from understanding the deeper message that Jesus is sharing here, the metaphysical principles of the Course. And it really starts with that atonement principle, which is that love, being love, has never changed. We are still that love. Love is our true nature. Love is our true identity. Love is our source. Love is our being. If we are not feeling the love, and with love comes joy, happiness, peace, and all the good things. If we're not feeling that, then we need to do what we need to do to correct that. End of story. Right? And it's really upon us. The onus is on us to correct the problem. No one can do it for you. You have to do it yourself. Sad to say. I'm not sad, but I'm just saying, you thought you could push it off on someone else, but no, you cannot. So I hope this is helpful a little bit. Please let me know. And that's today. This is a short one today. Some of these are going to be shorter now. So thank you for tuning in, and see you very soon. All right. Shine on. Smile. Keep smiling.